Well, hello everybody, I hope you are well. My name is Faye and this is my channel Fairy Floss Creates, which is my creative little space on the internet where I share with you all the fabulous and fun things that I get up to. It has been a couple of weeks, I think, since my last video. I have been very busy. I've been on a very lovely holiday, but today I'm here to tell you about my latest crafty venture, because I have finally achieved the unachievable, which is I have learnt to crochet. Now, if you have been watching this channel for a while, you will know why I'm very excited about this. This is my life goal achieved, basically. This is all I've been wanting, is to be able to actually do a bit of crochet. Like, not amazing stuff, but just to be able to bash something out with a hook. And I've done it. Me and with my hook. We are now friends. We are now very happy together, and we hope to take our relationship to the next level. We are super happy. As you may have seen from previous videos, I have attempted this before. I'm obsessed with watching people crochet. I love watching TikTok crochet and YouTubers, and seeing all these really cute amigurumi things, and just wishing I could do it. And I've just never ever been able to quite get the hang of it. And it's just one of those things that I think, I don't know if anybody else can identify with this, but if you know that you're good at other crafts, then if you pick up something and it just doesn't come to you as naturally as other things, then it's quite easy to just put that down and go, oh, I'll come back to it. And the same with instruments. I'm a musician as well, and like, if I pick up an instrument and it's a bit of a struggle, I will quite often be like, well, I'll just stick with the ones that I know, and then maybe return to that one another time. I don't know, maybe that's just me rambling on, but I can crochet. So hello Miles. I thought we might get quite a bit of cat action. I've literally just come through the door and he thinks that I've left him for like 2.5 weeks, but I've not. Right, bottoms off, come on. So, oh, don't kick me. Let me show you what I've crocheted first. So actually, let us get to the beginning of this story. So when it was the knitting and stitching show, or the Stitch Festival in Islington a few weeks ago, my friend Amy at Graceful Stitcher was like, bring your crochet hooks and I'm going to show you how to do it, because I've watched so many tutorials and never really quite got the hang of it. I managed a chain last summer, but then to link that chain and to get the actual stitches proved to be quite difficult for me. And so thank you, Marley. And so to meet up with Amy and for her actually to show me how to get really good tension, how to hold the hook well, and how to get everything going, was absolutely brilliant. And if you can find somebody that can just show you those basics, if you're like me and you have been struggling with it, then it is great. It is a really good thing to have somebody just to talk you through all the things that you can't quite see on a YouTube video, particularly when your cat gets in the way. I'm sorry, Marley. Come on. Are you staying or are you going? This was going to be like a really good viral video, Marley, but now you're here, so it's probably not. So Amy showed me how to put the chain in, so I practiced, and then she showed me how to add stitches to that chain, which is a double crochet in UK terms. I think that's single crochet in American terms. I honestly can't remember. And so I started, and it grew, and it grew, and it grew, and it grew. Then it shrunk a bit in the middle. I'm not quite sure why. And oh, that's from the wrong way end anyway. It shrunk a bit, not sure why. And then it grew a bit more because I figured out how to make it longer again. And then I finished it, and I made this cute cozy little scarf. Now, yeah, I know it's got an interesting shape to it, but All I wanted to do was believe in the process and just keep stitching and stitching and stitching and stitching until I had completed a garment. And to be fair, when it's around my neck, you can't see those little issues in the back anyway. And I'm so happy about this. I can't wait in the winter months to wear this. I think it's such a cute little scarf. I love it. This wool is gorgeous. This was from Poundland in the UK about 2 years ago when I went through another crochet phase, and I absolutely love it. And I think they've like discontinued it now. So if you do see any, then grab it definitely, because it's a really, really nice wool to use. So that was project number 1. I completed this last week in Rome and celebrated with Aperol Spritz, which was very exciting. I was really chuffed to finish. It's a shame we're in a sunny Rome, otherwise I could have worn it. But yeah, this was my first project. So when I got home, I was like, well, I need a reward for that, don't I? Because if you know me, Marley, I get a little bit obsessive when I start. He's like rubbing himself against the tripod. Stop. Thank you. Not that he listens, he's a cat. And so I treated myself to this really cute little pencil case or crochet hook case, and inside it comes with these absolutely adorable crochet hooks with, I think there's 8, is there 8? Hang on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12 I think there is actually in total, all different sizes ranging from, I think, I don't know, a 2 or a 2.25 all the way up to about an 8 or something. So I thought I've got all my bases covered there for the time being. That's a really thick one. That's a 6.5. There is a thicker one than that in here. What is it? Let me see. Oh. Yeah, an 8. That's my thickest one so far. So I've never used anything with the big ones yet. So that was my treat, and it also came with a little clipper and some little stitch markers and a little tape measure, and oops, it all fell out, some needles, some darning needles so I can weave my ends in, and a little stitch counter. I'm not quite sure how this works yet, but it's some kind of counter. So yeah, that was my little online present to myself for saying, well done, Faye, you didn't give up this time and you actually got somewhere. So then, of course, once I'd made my scarf, I had to think about something else to make, because I was never going to just stop there. And so my dream is, we've got a very battered couch right now, and because we are planning on moving out in the next, I don't know, 6 months or 1 year or whatever, I really, really want to stitch a blanket for the living room. And so I decided I had to learn how to do some granny squares. And I have used, oh, I've not got my original one. Let me grab my original one to show you my progress. So I watched the Velo Coco video, and Luke sat next to me, and when I said pause, he paused it, and when I said go, he got it going again. And eventually I managed to stitch a slightly wonky but still good attempt at a granny square. And I thought, well, do you know what, that wasn't half as traumatic as what I thought, and the more I practice, the better I'll get at this. So I got some of my really lovely Sirdar Stories wool that I've been collecting for when I'm able to crochet. And look, you know, I bought these last year and now I can crochet. So I'm quite pleased that I bought things that I couldn't necessarily use at the time, because I'm using them now. And so I don't know what order I'd stitch these in, by the way, but I've now made 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and an extra 7th with this really funky, colourful wool from Italy when I went last week. And I'm going to keep going on those until I've got enough to make up a blanket. And of course, because I'd made a granny square and I was proud of myself for that, then I decided I had to treat myself. So I treated myself to a magazine, which I shall show you. And this is Knitting and Crochet magazine, because I did do a little bit of knitting as well. And I have got this dream that I want to be able to knit a nativity. I don't know why, do not ask me why, but it's my thing. I want to knit, or maybe even crochet now, a nativity scene. I'm not religious, but I just find them so nice and Christmassy and cozy. So by the by, I bought this, and it's got loads of coronation things, because obviously the coronation's coming up soon in the UK, which is quite exciting. When I flicked through, I was a bit like, oh my god, you know, some of them are a bit tricky, but it's here, I've got it, and when I'm ready to try something from it, I'll give it a go. I'm feeling a bit more confident. Before I'd even started learning to crochet, because, you know, if you know me and hobbies, I go from like 0 to 100 with excitement and obsessiveness and craziness. So on my way to work one day, I was thinking, God, I'd love to learn how to crochet. And then I got to Tesco, and it's really rubbish for magazines. And they had like all women's own and stuff, a few like computery ones, all the kids ones, and then just sitting there on its own was Crochet Now. So I picked up a copy of that as well, and I read it from cover to cover without even picking up a needle, but it made me feel like I was part of the community. So that was that. And then also, because I know people really rate Bella Coco's tutorials, I ordered her book as well. Oh, it's got a bit bent. Which is You Can Crochet with Bella Coco, and it's a good book. It's got some really nice projects in it, and it teaches you how to use how to read the crochet charts as well, which I find quite interesting. And yeah, some really, I better not show you the actual pattern, but the infinity scarf looks really nice, and there's some really lovely projects in here. So I think this is going to be my next step now, to like improve my skills by working on things through this Bella Coco book. But of course, granny squares were growing, but I still wanted to try something else. So I bought this really beautiful yarn from Rome last week. I found a lovely wool shop on the market, and my friend Amy from Grey School Stitchery has been crocheting this really beautiful shawl called the virus shawl. Don't ask me why it's called that. It was created before the things that happened in 2020, but it looks amazing what she's done. She's done this beautiful one in this purple and pink colourway. Check it out on her TikTok. I'll put a link below to all that. And it looked amazing. So she's like, oh, I'll show you how to do it. And I was like, oh, it looks really hard. It looks really difficult. But actually, this is how far I've got. So I'm crocheting. I've managed. Look, I've actually got quite far on this. She showed me how to do this 2 days ago, and this is as far as I've got so far. And oh my god, I love it. It is so much fun. The colourway is coming out so nicely on it. I'll be honest, I love this, but it's very much the sort of colours that Luke's mum, my future mother-in-law, would wear. So, oh, Marley likes it. That's nice. Get off, please. Thank you. I'll make your blanket. So yeah, it's very much her colours, and I'm a bit like, do I keep it for myself when I finished it, because it's probably not going to be perfect because it's my first attempt, or do I gift it to her and then make myself one in a colourway that suits me a bit more? So I'm not quite sure. Let me know down below what you think I should do with it. Should you gift your first project, or should you like hang on to your first project. I don't know. Either way, I'm crocheting and I am so happy. So yeah, that is the start of my story. This is my journey so far. It's only been about a month, I think, if that I've picked up the hook and got going at it. So if I can do it, you can do it, most definitely. I've had such a bit of a freak out about this for so long, and I don't know why, but I'm so happy to think that I can actually do stuff now with a crochet hook. And so I will still be doing stitching updates, but there's going to be a bit more of this involved as well, it seems, because I love it. I'm really enjoying it. So yeah, I think once I finish this, I might have a go at a hat. I fancy being able to do a hat so I can do a few hats for presents at Christmas time. And then I might have a go at some amigurumi as well, and stitch a blanket for somebody here, and then he won't stick his bottom in your face in all these videos. So if you enjoyed this video and you would like to see, honestly, if you would like to see more of Marley's bum and crochet content from me, then please let me know in the comments below. Please like and subscribe. If you've never been here before, welcome, and thank you for sticking out to the end of the video with myself and my furry little friend here. And let me know in the comments below other things that you think I will enjoy to crochet. If you've got any ideas of easier patterns, things that beginners really should be able to do, any hints, tips, tricks, please put them in the comments below. This is only a quick short video today because I have realised I've not got a lot of space on my phone. I've got a lot of deleting to do before I can actually do longer videos again. So in which case, thank you for watching. Keep smiling, keep stitching, and see you in the next video. Bye!